Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Today I just want to provide a little life update, tell you what's been up, what's happening with the channel, what's to come, all of the things like that. So let's just chat. A few little notes. You're probably going to hear Chewy walking around in the background. I've tried recording this several times and he always walks around. Editing me here, all of the fuzzy noise that you hear in the background at the beginning of this video was actually Chewy walking around. He did sit down after about a minute of me recording, so the sound does go away in a minute or so. Sorry for the fuzzies. I was not able to edit them in post. I'm going to try to do this all in one take, and then of course my location here. I am holding my microphone, which is not ideal, but I don't have a desk right now and I wanted to be able to use my good microphone. So here is where we are. All right, shall I just dive into it? I think the TLDR here is that trying to renovate a house with a newborn and not being near any family is just really, really difficult. And so I've been struggling with keeping up. And as you can see from my channel, before I was pregnant, I was consistently posting and really treating YouTube as a job. This is something that I worked really hard on and something that I'd love to continue to work really hard on. I love creating pretty spaces in our home. I love bringing old spaces back to life. This is something that I'm really passionate about, and I really enjoy creating and sharing the content around all of that. The problem is time, and time is just not on my side. I don't think it's on anybody's side, but it's really hard. I knew that after having my baby, it was going to be really difficult to, get back into things. I had a C-section. I knew that I was going to have one, and so I knew that there was going to be a time of healing. I knew that after my C-section, I was going to have my gallbladder removed. That came a little earlier than I had expected. And then I got pancreatitis right after. So I didn't realize that I was going to have such a long gap in resting and healing, but I did. And then after that, it was kind of just like, okay, well, now I can do things, but to what extent? Because I am the primary caregiver and I have to do things around nap time. And whenever they're little, nap times aren't necessarily as structured. And we've always tried to follow a schedule. But now that he's getting a little older, we are finally on a decent structure as far as nap time goes. So I am able to work a little more, which I'm very grateful for. That said, doing full demo while baby is asleep is just not feasible at all. And so that's where I have really been struggling. I've been able to find a babysitter that we really like, and she comes every now and then so that way I can work on the primary bedroom. This is a project that I've been working on for over a year and a half now. I started it the week before Jared's 30th birthday, and he'll be 32 in August. So it's just been really difficult because I obviously can't demo while my kid's asleep. I just can't do it. It's right next to his room. It's a whole thing. So then I naturally pivot to, okay, well, what can I do while he's asleep? Using chemical stripper is really difficult because then you get dirty. I need quick cleanup. And obviously I want to keep him away from chemicals. So that's where the dining room makeover came in. Like I said in the last video, it was really good for my soul to have that, but it was also something that needed to be done. And it was something that I could tackle during nap times, which was really great. Back in December, whenever I was working on the mantle and making it over for the winter time, I had mentioned coming back mid-February. And the plan was to completely finish the bedroom in January. I had found our babysitter in December and I was like, hey, I'm going to reach out in the new year. But what I did not take into account is Jared's schedule. And unfortunately, all of January, he was on night shift. So even on his days off, he would stay on a night shift schedule, which means that he was sleeping during the day. I think I was able to get the babysitter here 1 or 2 days in January, whereas I wanted her to be here 4 to 5 times. So that way throughout the entire month, I could really tackle the bedroom, but that just didn't happen, unfortunately. So then whenever I did have her, I was working really hard on the bedroom and I was trying to make sure that I could get stuff done. I got through most of the demo in January, and then in February, I was able to have her come back a couple of times and I was able to really get through the demo. There is a piece of one wall that still has lath on it that I need to remove, but most of the demo is done. 99% of the demo is done, and that is amazing. I have just been in demo hell. It's just not fun. It's not fun to remove lath and plaster. So I have months worth of demo footage that I will be sharing. It's going to be like part one of demoing the bedroom, because I already have videos where I did start on the bedroom. And so I don't know when that content's coming. And then late February, she actually was able to come back while Jared was home one day, and we brought all the drywall into the house. So I have just sheets of drywall everywhere right now. I have one that's hung in the room. Very excited about that. And then I have a couple of sheets that are in the room ready to hang. I just need to like lift them into place. I have a ton in the upstairs hall. I have a ton in the downstairs hall. I have some in our gym. Like, it's literally just everywhere right now. And so I'm really looking forward to hanging the drywall and that being done. I really do think that once the drywall is done, everything else is going to go a lot quicker. I'm gonna have to strip some lead paint. There's gonna be a lot of sanding involved in a lot of the process, because I do plan on adding additional woodwork into the room. And yeah, I think it's gonna go a lot quicker soon, but right now it's kind of like a sore subject, I guess. But that's why the bedroom is still not done on March 31st. Scheduling just did not work out for me. And even in February, his schedule was pretty awful. So anyway, that's what happened. Scheduling, being a new mom, making sure that I'm a present mom. That's very important to me. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So like, I'm not only doing all the work myself, but I'm also editing myself. I would love to get an editor one day. That would be great if that's in the cards for me. Just to do like 90% of the bulk editing, and then I could finish like the 10%. That would be so helpful, but it's just not in the cards right now. So as of right now, I'm doing everything myself, and that's not sustainable. I've been asked before how I do it all, and I feel like anybody getting asked that question, you can try to make up something and be like, oh, well, I'm just really good at time management. But at the end of the day, you can't do it all. You're gonna fall short in some areas. And at this moment in time and at this stage in my life, I'd rather be a very present mom. And unfortunately, that means that my goals for this channel do fall. I didn't expect to get emotional. That just means that my goals for this channel do fall a little shorter, which sucks, because I've been working at this channel for 4 years now. I just made 4 years in March, and I'm not where I want to be. But also I've grown a lot just as a DIYer and also like as somebody editing. So it's been really cool to hone these skills, and I hope to come back and post regularly again as I was doing before I got pregnant. But I know that that level is not sustainable. I just don't know what the next year looks like, and I think that's okay. But looking forward to the future, here's what is to come in the next few months. Jared has the rest of his family leave upcoming, and so I'm gonna be finishing the primary bedroom, like actually finishing the primary bedroom, and I'm refinishing the floors in both of the living rooms. So that is going to be happening next month. I'm going to try to put out the first new video on the bedroom in the next 2 weeks. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that, but that is the goal. Over the summertime, basically, I'm going to have the bedroom content that'll probably be broken up into 4 parts, and then I'm going to have floor renovation content that's probably going to be broken up into 2 or 3 parts. I'm hoping for just 2, just because logically in my mind 2 makes sense, but we'll see how all of that plays out. And now, if you're looking around me and you're like, wow, that woodwork looks really awful, why are you going to refinish the floors? It's because, again, time. My 2025 schedule was finish the bedroom in January/February, and then in March, all of March, work on all of the trim in this living room, and then April, work on refinishing the floors. And obviously that just didn't happen. And I can't go back in time. I don't have any regrets on anything. I just wish that I could have moved quicker. Last November kind of really messed me up and really, really upset me. I'm still mad about it. Like, not mad, but like, I'm still peeved, I guess. My dad was supposed to come up for Thanksgiving last year, and then I got COVID, and then Briggs got COVID, and then it it was just poor time. And then Jared got it, and I was like, Dad, stay away. Like, just stay home because I don't want you anywhere near this, and I cannot work right now. So the option for help that I did have, poof, gone. and I think back on it, and I'm like, I mean, I guess it was what needed to happen at the time, but it would have been really nice to have help on the bedroom. Even just muscle. Just to have extra muscle for demoing would have been nice. And then in May is Brick's first birthday. We have some family coming up. We have a couple of friends coming over. It's been really fun planning his party. We're not doing anything huge, but I feel like for one, you kind of have to do something, right? The thing that we're going with is one silly goose. We call him a silly goose all the time. So whenever I saw that mentioned somewhere, I was like, oh, that is very fitting. And that's the theme we're going with. I'm not going to do anything too over the top, just basic decorations, simple food. But I'm also really looking forward to hosting. And now I have a nice dining room that doesn't look like a construction site. And hopefully by that time, all of the drywall will be in its correct place and out of our hallways, because that would suck to have guests over with all of construction material and everything everywhere. The next 2 months are going to be very busy. I'm really looking forward to how busy they're going to be. I'm ready for this house to look and feel better. I'm ready to use the bedroom. We've never been able to use the bedroom, like ever. There was mold on the walls whenever we moved in. It was like falling apart in some areas. So we've never been able to use it. And I'm really looking forward to actually using that room. It would be nice to have. And then Briggs can have his own full space again. So that would be really nice. So that's everything that's happened. That's everything that's upcoming in the immediate future. And I've had an influx of new followers from my dining room video, so thank you for being here. If this was the first video of mine that you watched, this is kind of a weird one, I'm sorry. I did just redo the dining room, so I'll leave that tagged, hit the little tag at the top, as well as link down below if you would like to watch that video. But I think that's all that I have for today, and thanks for watching. Thank you for everybody who has stuck around through all of this chaotic time. I mean, it's not been chaos, it's just been different. Thank you for sticking around through this different time in my life, and I hope to do some really great DIYs soon, and I'll talk to you guys later.